Hello, I'm Andy, and here is your weekly horoscope from Sunday, the 29th of January to the 4th of February 2023. And this is especially for you coming from Capricorn. If I may have a minute of your time, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. Your palms are very special. They belong to the energies of the soul, the third eye, or that powerful triology energy is the one that changes the signs, changes the lines. And I'll show you your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions. We'll talk much more about this later in the program. Sunday, the 29th of January, for you coming from Capricorn, it's not a very good morning afternoon. In fact, it's pretty bad because also along with these planets of emotional disturbance that make you very oversensitive, very moody, very changeable. And there's also an ego planet there as well that makes you egoistic as well. So you can make yourself a very difficult person with low tolerance and low teamwork throughout the whole day. So morning and afternoon, don't expect favors. And if you do get favors, be very suspicious of why you are getting favors. And be careful the emotional side of your life, the marriage, the romance areas, they are all going to be under pressure. So you can stop the rot by not showing your ego and not dominating either. Evening and nightfall. Many of these emotional planets will follow you. And evening and nightfall has a lot of ego planets. So there's one ego on each side, and there's planet problems of emotions on the other side, which lead you to become very difficult, dominating, and very moody and changeable with no tolerance and no teamwork, all rolled up there. So if you have to be out, tell yourself don't be too pushy, demanding, or don't be too expectant because you may not get what you want and you may then show that ego side of you. If you don't have to be out, even better. Monday, the 30th of January, for you coming from Capricorn, this is a really bad day. Morning and afternoon, the worst of your planets are seen. They give you inferiority complexes so that anybody who says the wrong things, you will fire back, you will be defensive. So don't over imagine what people mean to say, or don't imagine even the way they look at you. You will just retaliate, become very stubborn. So tell yourself to take things in your stride and to accept whatever is said to you in good interest. Maybe what they're saying is to help you. Your friendships are going to be very stressed. And whether you are at work or whether you are in business is going to be very difficult with blame coming upon you and disagreements between you and your bosses and your colleagues. And if you are in business, there's going to be a very bad instance of making a very bad mistake, which is going to be meaning losses for you. So there's so much to lose in the morning and afternoon. You have to put your energies towards concentrating on your responsibilities because from the evening nightfall, there's one planet of moodiness that also comes there. So you will be moody and your interest and your focus will be sometimes very weak. And that could be also the reason why morning and afternoon is really bad. Evening and nightfall also not good. Now it's packed with emotional planets that are not agreeable with you. So arguments can come about very, very fast. To make it worse, these planets of the morning afternoon, they also come there to the evening nightfall. So if anything is said to you that you feel is an insult, or even the way people look at you are going to be bound to be somehow retaliating, and that won't be good. It may lead to arguments. On a bad day like this, if you don't have to be out in the evening, is much, much better because accidents of all kinds are seen. Physical accidents, personal accidents like your ego, for example, and financial accidents. Don't sign any agreements on this Monday, 30th of January. You will regret whatever you agreed to later on. Tuesday, the 31st of January. This is a much, much better morning afternoon. The planets of unexpected goodness are there, and their duty is to provide you opportunities in a most unexpected way. Very exciting. So, where you work, where you do business, whether at home, with whoever you are, wherever you are, tell yourself there's a chance to forge some kind of togetherness with people who are good for you. And they might provide the opportunities or give you the lead to get opportunities for better job, for better business. All that is very possible. You yourself could go to the internet. I see many planets of internet in the morning, afternoon. So go search for what you want. Start the dialogue because the time for progress is this morning and afternoon for Tuesday, the 31st of January. If you are happy where you are, speak to your bosses. Show them these wonderful ideas that you have. You are going to be successfully placed. Do as much as you can. I don't like your evening and nightfall at all. I rather you don't go out because failure, disappointment, blame is all waiting to be put on you. So why allow that to happen? Stay home, shut the door with these negative planets, and you'll be able to be tolerating and enjoying yourself much better. Some of these morning planets of unexpected goodness will follow you to the evening nightfall, just one or two of them, to give you some opportunities. Some opportunities. But I see the majority of planets are against you. So if you have to be out, just don't be too expectant of anything too much. You won't be then too disappointed. Wednesday, the 1st of February. Now, this is a day full of ego. Morning and afternoon, the ego can be shown where you work or in business, can be shown when you have lunch with people. So, this ego is not a good word for you. It means that you're just becoming too difficult, sometimes feeling easily slighted by words said to you or actions shown to you. So don't be oversensitive to what's happening wherever you are, job wise, business wise, at home wise, whatever wise, having lunch with somebody. Take it in your stride. And how do you control the ego? You improve your tolerance for people and you improve your teamwork for people. That way you become very much an obliging person, and that's what we want. Don't look down on people, don't criticize people. These planets follow you to the evening, and there are also emotional planets there, which are not very steady. So if you don't have to be out, is even better, because whatever arrangements you have, they may be ending with the wrong group of people that you will perhaps not be happy with, or you may just not get what you want. And then your ego plays up and your emotions play up. Sometimes just staying home is better. Excuse me. Thursday, the 2nd of February. Oh dear, here comes another bad day. You're not having a good run this week. You got to lie low. Wear your best colors for heaven's sakes. Thursday, the 2nd of February. Emotional planners everywhere. And if it's a working day, if it's a business day, you don't want these emotional planners there because they are hounding you and they are hogging all your good traits, which means that you are only showing your bad traits to people because you are forced to do that. Moodiness, changeability, oversensitivity, all these things make you a difficult person, whether at work, whether in business. So the morning and afternoon, tell yourself not to imagine insults. Take things as they are and you will slowly get to grips. You have to focus on your responsibilities very seriously because your mind will be emotionally driven. Who you're going to have lunch with, who you're going to have dinner with, all that kind of thoughts. And that can make mistakes for whatever your responsibilities are, where you work or you do business. So tell yourself logic, facts, and figures is what you're going to depend on in the morning, afternoon. Slow down these planets of emotions so that they don't overpower you. But bad news may come emotionally, a breakup here or an uncertainty there. It can happen in your emotional life as well. These planets follow you to the evening nightfall period. So your evening nightfall is very much at a level of disappointment. But there is one or two planets there, the planets of unexpected goodness, which may introduce you to people that may ultimately, maybe not on this day, but on other days, start to help you. So don't be too expectant of whatever you expect in the evening nightfall. Be out with people just to enjoy yourself and gain nothing. And that way you won't be too hurt. So meet people would be the best way, nothing more. Don't tie up. Friday, the 3rd of February. Here comes even a worse day in the morning, afternoon. Things are against you all the way, whether at work, whether in business, whether at home, whether you are doing whatever you are doing, you are at risk. Accidents, physical risk, mental risk, financial risk, emotional risk can go wrong anytime. These are some of your worst planners who want to just get you down on your knees. So, what can you do about it? Well, I've made you aware. Wear your best colors. Colors are a very powerful tool and energy. They help you to harmonize with you and the soul. That's the protection you want. But in the meantime, tell yourself not to be stubborn, not to be dominating, and not to unnecessarily not be on the same wavelength as people. So make a plan to be very pleasing to whoever you can. Because if you retaliate, you will get some very bad news in the job, business, financial areas, or even in the friendship or marriage areas. Evening and nightfall, many of these planets will follow you. There is one planet only there that wants to help you. How to help you? It tries to keep you on the same wavelength as people so that you become more agreeable. So try to be more agreeable throughout the whole day and even the evening nightfall. And that, if you can, will lessen things going wrong and leave you nowhere. That's what it does, leaves you nowhere in the evening nightfall. What you expected, you won't get. And of course, you'll be disappointed. And of course, you'll be stubborn. And of course, you'll want to dominate. That's the retaliation we have. Won't work. So just be don't expectation of anything. Don't go out if you can in the evening nightfall. I would prefer that for you. Saturday. Saturday, the 4th of February. Now, that's a fabulous 24 hours finally. So you're coming out of this bad cycle. Morning and afternoon, the planets of unexpected goodness are everywhere. They help you in anything that you want. So is it the job change you want? Is it the business expansion you want? Is it the romance you want to chase? Is it to make your family more united? It is all possible in the morning, afternoon. These are very fast planets, so they act very quickly and they bring good results very fast. So a few days earlier, before you get into the Saturday, 4th February, morning and afternoon, a few days earlier, write down what you want and then wait for this wonderful Saturday, 4th of February, and get on the phone, send emails, ask favors, and do what you want. And you will see the success story will happen in a most unexpected way in the morning, afternoon. You have to wear your best colors on your good days. That's what lights it up and makes it happen. So there's a lot to happen. And the exciting part is it may happen unexpectedly. Good news from your boss if you are working, or just good news from somewhere or another. These planets follow you to the evening nightfall, and the same thing happens. The planets of unexpected are waiting to give you wonderful surprises. And more than that, they are also a group of planets of long term. These unexpected planets I keep talking about, they are all short term. So they give you quick results, but they are short term. But you have a group of long term planets in the evening nightfall. So hour by hour, you can lay a format and become very lucky in whatever you try to do in the evening nightfall. You will bond with people who are good for you. So dress well, look your best, make sure exactly what you want in the evening nightfall and go that way. And you will see results wonderful. So that's a week for you. And now this 90-minute session I have for you. Yes, it will only cost you USD $50. That's all. To sit with me for 90 minutes. And we'll cover your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. I'll show you quickly the platform that waits for you. And I will show you as well your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions. There's a host of energy to learn. Every energy, when accumulated, that makes you powerful. And what makes you powerful is the soul, the third eye, and the aura. We all get it activated at some time in our life, but always only in our 50s, 60s, and 70s. That's why you see older people prosper. Oh, they have the wisdom. Oh, they have the experience. It's also, oh, because the soul has now been activated. And when the soul is activated, your third eye becomes activated and your aura begins to shine. That makes you special. Even if you see me as a teenager, I will be able to get that working for you very much quicker. 30 to 45 days, you will start feeling the energies. And the way to do it is very simple. I will teach you. And you will start with that. And if you like to play lotteries, I will show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery system. It's a system. I can't choose numbers for you. You have to choose numbers. Then I'll show you how the system works to choose numbers. That's what we'll do. So there's so much for you, and only the cost is USD $50. Send me this email. Life is too short. Let's get cracking on it. In the meantime, I wish you a good week. Thank you. Goodbye.